Just tell us your name.
Ryan Nance.
And you are running for?
I'm running for Bakersfield City Council, Ward 5.
Okay, so tell me, it was an unusual circumstance, a tragic circumstance, but you are deciding to run again and run for this position. Can you tell me why?
This is an extension of what I've already committed myself to. And so this is just following through with what I've committed to my ward, to my supporters, and just this is something that I've been seeking for quite some time.
What the election was over, and there was a new person in that position, and then tragedy happened. What was your thought when you first heard what had happened? It's
devastating. It's an absolute tragedy. Out of respect for the Tack family, I don't want to dwell on that. But yeah, this is the first opportunity that I've had to offer my condolences, so I wanted to do that.
And so now you are stepping into that, campaigning again and running again to fill that position. What is it that you want to bring to Ward 5? What do you have to offer?
So the exciting thing about this, because I come from a carpentry background, construction background, I view things a little different, a little more blue collar, I think. So job creation. I see infrastructure as job creation for our local residents. So that's exciting to me. The ability to do that's exciting. There are some other things that are that I'm really passionate about that I want to be able to share also.
What are some of those things, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, so public safety. I've had a lot of conversations with officers on the street, and because I kept hearing different theories that politicians are throwing out about what's best for law enforcement, right? So I don't want to be on the outside looking in. So I start talking to guys. What is it that you want? What is it that you're seeking? And the thing that I get over and over again is two-man teams. We want two-man teams. So that's one of the and you have to work those things out. I mean, it's more complex than just snapping your fingers and making that happen. But regarding law enforcement, that's one of the areas that's exciting to me. But also education for our area. Making sure that our education is meeting the needs of private sector employers, making sure that they're getting the caliber of student that they need to fulfill that work locally.
Right now you're running unopposed. You're the first one to announce
that
you are running.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to announce so quickly that you want to fill this position?
Well, like I said, this is an extension of what I committed myself to. The supporters and things that I have, the volunteers. That's one of the first things that my phone and everything starts going crazy. Everybody's going, well, this is what you've already stepped up to do. Are you gonna finish the race, or are you gonna stop halfway through? So I'm finishing the race.
Can your ward, if you are elected, what can they count on you for? Will you be out in the community? Will you be available? What if they have concerns that maybe you're not aware of yet? How available will you be to those people?
Absolutely. So that's what I always wanted. What I always wanted was a politician that actually knocked on my door. So that's why I'm passionate about going out, and I've knocked on so many doors, but it really has given me this unique perspective in that I get to ask people what their issues are, and I mean, I literally have heard thousands and thousands of times. This is what I've always wanted in a politician. I wanted to be able to have that conversation and express my issues and concerns, and I wanted somebody that was approachable. And so, if I expect that of politicians, then I need to practice what I preach. So now that I have that opportunity, that's the kind of guy I want to be.
What about working with new leadership and the council that exists right now? There's one new council member, and then we have a new mayor. So what about that? What about that excites you or makes you want to work with them?
Well, and that's it's exciting in the fact that everybody's kind of learning together, and I'm you see that in the council meetings, you see that in their nervousness and stuff too. So I that's exciting to me to I would like to be a part of that team. I'd like to learn with them.
Now, tell me just a little bit about yourself, for maybe people in your ward or in the whole city that don't know about you, don't know where you come from, don't know what you do. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm a third-generation carpenter. My family grew up in this Central Valley area. Like I said, my grandfather came over during the Dust Bowl in an old Model A, and you know, for them, California was the promised land, right? So I want to, in politics, I want to create an environment where it continues to be the promised land for people, to still have that draw and that dream. I want to keep that dream alive, you know? So that's exciting to me, and if I can help in that, you know, bring my background, like I use my construction expertise to do lots of things in the community. I've built handicap ramps, and you know, I give back all the time. This just seemed like an extension of what I already committed to that, you know. So that's what I would like to do.
And so now, again, you're the first person to announce that you're running. Where does your campaign go from here? What can we expect from you moving forward? So
this is, again, this is a unique spot. I didn't expect to be in this situation, but we're going forth really carefully, and I'm trying to just be extremely sensitive. You know, it's a sensitive situation, but you know, the residents of Ward 5 need representation. So as delicately as I can approach that, that's what I'd like to do. Is there anything that I didn't ask you, or that you would like the community to know about you or about your plans that you would like to say? So like I said, you know, this is what I've wanted to do for quite some time. I started going to city council meetings when I was younger. I was actually fighting for skate parks when I was young, trying to get the youth more involved and you know, off their couches and into some place that they would actually, you know, it's one thing to have an open park that nobody goes to, but if you can build attractions and things that people actually use, and it encourages athleticism, that's great. I mean, why wouldn't we do that? So that's what got me going to city council meetings and started seeing, you know, the agendas. And when I read the agendas, I see how much of it's construction, and you know, that's my area of expertise. That's what I came from. So I started realizing, you know, this is a democracy. Anybody can do this, and so that's why I decided to step up.